So the blue is natural growth rate. So there's our natural growth rate, 61. So 46 to it went up 61. Then it starts dropping down in the 60s, leveled out in the 70s, and then peaked a little bit in 91, and then just started dropping to 2007. Came up a little bit more, and then just woof. Since 2008, basically just collapsed, the natural one. But then there's this huge gap with net immigration. And then this is the weird anomaly. I mean, this just cannot be not engineered when you look at this anomaly here, right? I mean, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
It really is insane to think that this is happening, not just maybe for different reasons, right? That's what's weird. It's not the UK didn't happen the same reasons. Or UK's immigration and Australia's it wasn't the same, and even the States was all different. But they all went. There was an anomaly in all of them, but all for different reasons, and that seems planned too. So here he's going to get into this is Spencer Gatton, and he's going to get into some real estate job growth stuff, but then he's going to get into how the government's programs, how efficient they are.
And you see the monthly full-time job growth in Toronto is dropping like crazy. I'll remove my face there. Look at these numbers that we're seeing. And you hear these things and they say these things and you wonder, oh, really? Is it the GST on new built homes that are the problem? Or is it that people are losing jobs? Is it that we have skyrocketing immigration? What is it? And now let's talk about the housing problem for a minute. And you guys might not like it. But guess what? The way Canada designed our current economy is around real estate. About 40% of Canada's GDP can be related back to real estate. That is a staggering number. So guess what, guys? Real estate in Canada can't come down. They refuse to say it because they would lose votes and they would have to acknowledge why it can't come down. So the scary thing is, as of right now, if real estate goes down by any more meaningful amount, it would be depressionary destruction of Canada. Now, are there ways out of this? Yes. So many people keep thinking we need to build housing cheaper. Sorry, that can't be done. We've moved past building houses cheaper. So what can be done? We can increase the amount of houses built, which will help with demand so that things don't go 20 offers and over asking. We can decrease immigration, which we obviously know now has been a huge stressor on the housing market and other social services. We can lower that. We can increase building. So those are two factors that we can do. But the third thing that we have to do, which I don't trust in the government because they can't put anything together, and I'll show you in a second how bad government-run programs are, which is why I don't trust in what their plans are moving forward, is we need to develop industries and build Canada in a way that's not based around real estate. If we can create new industries, new ways to help increase wages so that Canadians can earn more money, then housing affordability will get better, not housing prices go down. That's the difference. Affordability can be changed by how much you earn versus the price of the house. So if we slowly grind sideways and up, that's fine if we can find a way to increase productivity and wages for Canadians, because then the purchase price, which you kind of alluded to there, which is we need to make sure Canadians can afford more housing. Yes, but we want to make sure they can afford actual homes to have kids in. So we need to create better, more diverse industries that we can build a country around. And don't get bummed that house prices in Canada can't come down, because it's not that we can't find a solution. We can. We've seen in this very video, Canada has tons and tons of industry, resources, all sorts of things. If we can get out of our way, stop being idiots, Canada could start crushing on the global stage, and then being less reliant on real estate, we could have prices adjust, people could earn more money, and we could cut immigration to lower the demand. So there are ways to make this work. But here's why I don't have faith in the government, and it's so embarrassing as to why these projects will actually come through. Let's take a look at what happens when the government tries to make changes and expand and